G'day aspiring engineers. This is the second tutorial in the Bodies and Components playlist. This one, we're going to make this spool holder. What we need to learn is how to organise the browser tree and keep that nice and tidy, keep it organised. We're going to make a fairly rough assembly here. It's only PVC plastic pipe glued together, and so we don't really have to worry about joints. It's not a very precise model. But it's a great example of how we can align things in Fusion 360 and also to get these parts from McMaster Carr. I'm in Australia. I don't have a McMaster Carr anywhere near here. I'm going to go down to Bunnings, the local hardware store, and I'm going to buy all the parts at Bunnings. But just to make the model in Fusion 360, it'll be really good to actually save me a whole lot of modeling for those elbows and straight bits of pipe. Great educational opportunity to learn how to put things together. So this would be a really good thing for you to understand when you're making an assembly with lots of fasteners in it that you can get from McMaster Carr and then just put them all together. But there's a few tricks to watch out for. Well, let's go. So open up Fusion 360. Then let's do a couple of things first. Let's capture the design history. That's the first thing we should do so that we get the timeline down below, and you'll recognize that by the little settings button in the bottom here. And let's turn on color components watch while we're here. Then let's turn on the point of origin, and let's save our document straight up here, and we'll call it spool holder. Okay, so what we're going to do is navigate to the McMaster Carr plugin, and that's in the insert menu. And there it is, fourth from the bottom, insert McMaster Carr component. This is a really nifty thing, and this is a great place to get all sorts of fasteners. I like to make that a bit bigger. It so happens that you can find just about anything in here, and here's pipes, tubing, hose and fittings. I'll show you how to navigate fairly quickly through here. This is the size of the pipe. It's all in imperial, and the one that we're looking for is 1 1/4. In Australia, where I'm shopping, it's 40 millimeters. I'm not going to choose a type there just yet. I'm going to scroll down and go for plastic, straights, and I'm not going to choose fittings. I'm just going to go for the Schedule 40. That's an American thing, and basically that just gives you the internal and external diameter. I want white pipe, and here we go. And there's clear blue rigid pipe, and there's a rigid one there. I'm not going to worry too much about the color. It comes in 5 foot or 10 foot lengths. So this is the one I'm after. It's the shortest length, and that's about enough for the particular product that we want here. 3D Step is a good format. There's a bunch of them there. 3D Step works. I'm going to download that, and it opens up in the product window here. And what I'm going to do is just turn that over to 90 degrees and capture position. Okay, so this is how it comes in. Let's just measure this thing. I'm going to use the inspect tool. I'm going to get the outside diameter at the end and the outside diameter at the other end. You can see that it's 1,524 millimeters. I'll hit the S key to give us the design shortcuts menu. And you can see that I've put 2 tools in here for this tutorial, press pull and align. So press pull, and I'll click the end of this thing, not the inside or the outside radius, but the face at the end of the pipe. Move this one in this direction, and the distance will be 1380. It'll have to be a minus 1380 in order to get 6-inch piece of pipe at the end there. I'm going to move this one using the move copy tool. I'm going to get this a little closer to the origin and capture the position. Okay, there's the 6-inch pipe. And I'll just measure that to be sure. From the end, one end to the other, it's 144 millimeters. That's correct. Now, we need a few of these. It's got the product number there, and that would be really handy if it was a fastener of some kind, a nut or a bolt. But as it is, I'm just going to rename this one and call it 6-inch straight. I do want 6 of these. There's a couple of different ways to do this. And there's one way that's going to cause you problems and another way that won't. If you just click on the move copy tool here and change it from bodies to components, because it usually comes in as bodies, the next thing that Fusion wants to know is select. The component that I want to select is this one, and you see how I move the mouse over the component and the triad just moves a little bit, just make it so that it's pointing in a useful direction, and create a copy, grab it by the handle, bring it out, click OK. If I was to make a change on one of these, for instance, this one, if I click S to get the design shortcut, press pull, and then click on the end of this one and drag that, you can see that both of them update at once, and that's really not what I want. I want to be able to change the length of these because we need a couple of different sizes of these pipes. So here's a better way of doing it. I'm going to delete that one, select it in the browser, hit the delete key, and this time what I'm going to do is right click on that in the browser, copy, right click on the name of the assembly, paste new. Then I'm going to drag the handle and drag the copy over a little bit, capture position, and OK. Then I'm going to do the same thing again, right click, copy, then right click on the top of the browser, paste new, and there's the third one, drag it away, capture position, OK. I'm going to do this another couple of times. Right, there's 6 of them. Now what I want to do is make another one. Position and OK. Now this one, I'm going to change the actual length of it, so I'll change the name first. 5-inch straight. Hit the S key, press pull, -24, and there's our 5-inch pipe. Capture position, OK. Now we've got 6 at 6-inch and 2 at 5-inch. The next thing we want is from McMaster Carr again, and this time pipe, fittings, and let's go for 1 1/4. Plastic, at an elbow, schedule 40, and that should do us. Here's what we want. It's 40 millimeters, schedule 40, 1 1/4 inch. We want the white one, not the clear one. So there it is. Then we've got the opportunity to download it. Make sure we've got the 3D step file. Download, and that brings it in. I'm just going to put that somewhere where it's useful. Capture the position. OK. Let's make a copy of that one. But first of all, let's rename this one. 90-degree elbow. And then copy. Back to McMaster Carr. Again, pipes. Fittings. 1 1/4. Plastic. And there's one here that's a 45-degree elbow. Female sockets, that is the one. 3D step, download. Capture position, OK. I'm going to rename this one. "45-degree elbow." Copy, paste new, capture position, and these are all the parts that we need. So here we go. Now if this model was to be a mechanism with moving parts, then we would use joints, but because this is just simply glued together, it's not very precise, then we can get away with using the align command. Align is here on the modify menu. We can also put that on the design shortcuts menu. We type in A for align, there it is, and I can take that off, and I could put that back on here by clicking on this little up arrow that puts it on the design shortcuts menu. Here it is. So if I click on the align tool, have it set for components rather than bodies. There's a from selection and a to selection. So the from is the one that's going to move. And so what we'll do is we'll move this 90-degree elbow. It's like a joint in that we can choose the ledge on the inside of the elbow. That's the from place. And then the one that it's going to move to is this straight one. And I want to put it on that outside edge at the end. Now the align tool can flip the thing around. So let's flip it, and that gets it in the correct orientation. And there's also got an angle, and that will move it, capture the position, and OK. Now I want another 6-inch pipe to be joined into this elbow. And so this for the design shortcut, click on the align tool. The object that wants to move is this one. So I'm going to get the outside edge of the end of it. And the one that it wants to move to is the inside ledge of the elbow. You can see that it needs to be flipped, and that will do us. Capture position, OK. Next, I want another 90-degree elbow. So S, align, get the inside ledge. The one that it's moving to is the end of this 6-inch pipe. And that's exactly the way I want it, so I'll capture the position, and OK. Another 6-inch pipe to go into this 90-degree elbow. So S, align the end of it onto the ledge. And that's it, capture position, OK. Another 90-degree elbow. S, align internal ledge onto the end of this one. Needs to be flipped. And it also needs to be changed with the angle. That's it. The next one again, S, align an internal edge to this external edge of the 6-inch pipe. Needs to be flipped and rotated. Capture that position. Next, I want one of the short pieces of pipe. So S, align end of that bit of pipe, the ledge of one of these things. It needs to be flipped, and that's good. Okay. Another short pipe, S, align end of the pipe to the internal ledge in the elbow. It needs to be flipped. Capture that. Now a 45-degree elbow. From there to there. Flip it. And we need to rotate it as well. Capture it. Another one. S, align, flip, rotate, capture. Another one. Flip it, capture it. Now another 90-degree elbow. Flip it, capture it. Needs to be flipped and rotated. Alrighty, so that's what we want it to look like. The next thing we might want to do is change the material for this PVC pipe. At the moment, it's got the default. Let's see now. Physical material, and it's actually steel. But what we want it to be is plastic, PVC piping. Let's drag that onto each one. The next thing we might want to do is make another couple of components. This all works. You can see that we've got everything renamed. Let's make another component in the root directory here. We'll make this an empty component and we'll call this one 6-inch straights. Make another one 5-inch straight. And another one we'll call and another one we'll call. Then what we might do is take the 6-inch straights and drag those into the component that we just made for them. So then we have those ones in there. Let's take the 5-inch straights and drag those into the next component. Let's take the 90-degree elbows and drag those into 90-degree elbows. Let's take the 45 degrees and put those into this one. So now we have the straights, we have the 5-inch straights, we have the 90-degree elbows, and we have the 45-degree elbows. So that's nicely organized. If you were to follow this procedure for one of your own products where there were plenty of fasteners, this would be a good way to keep everything nice and tidy. If you're following along with these tutorials, perhaps a good one for you to look at next would be the intermediate playlist. I'll put a link for that in the description below. Bye for now.